What's up everyone and welcome back to another video. For those of you who don't know us, we're Megan and Anna, a multicultural travel couple. We have recently just spent 7 days in the stunning country of Samoa. In this video, we're going to be talking about all the best things to do in Samoa so you don't have to miss out. On that note, let's get straight into it and start exploring this incredible country. Polo Blue Cave Pools. The Polo cave pools are beautiful crystal clear freshwater cave pools. They originated from an old lava tube system back thousands of years. The cave pool has incredibly clear water and sits underneath a cave that has lots of greenery overhanging around the edges. As the cave pool is freshwater, it's much colder than the Samoa Ocean, and there are lots of big fish inside. Beware, some of them are quite big, but you can also bring a snorkel and get up close to them. It's actually so nice in here. So the water is super clear, and you can see these like massive fish, and they're like at least like 30 centimeters big, and like they keep swimming around you and you get a little bit like freaked. You're like, oh, is it gonna bite me? But there's this wee little cave here behind that you can swim through as well, and just like the water's just so clear. Look, it is fresh, it's a bit cold, but ultimately it is like definitely worth a visit, and it's a really good way to cool down as well. Worth the visit. There are great views over the ocean and lots of seats and picnic spots around the pools. The Polo Cave Pools are easy to spot as it's signposted along Main East Coast Road next to the Polo College. It's about 45-minute drive from the capital of Apia. It's open Monday to Saturday from about 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. and it's closed on Sundays. The entry fee is 5 tala per person, and if you want to take your car down, it's 20 tala per car. Next up, Vaal Beach. Vaal Beach is located on the south coast of Polo, about a 45-minute drive from Apia. Vaal Beach is a popular spot for locals and visitors to enjoy a pretty white sand beach with a small island dotted in the lagoon. This has to be one of Samoa's best kept secrets. When we arrived in Samoa, no one mentioned Vaal Beach to us, and we were lucky enough to stumble across it. As you arrive into Vaal Beach, you will need to pay an entry fee of 5 tala. Most beaches you go in Samoa, you will need to pay an entry fee. This is due to it being on locals' land or to maintain the area. This beach has a stunning sheltered lagoon where you can swim in perfectly calm water and some of the clearest blue waters in Samoa.
So this is an amazing place. I can't believe we found it. It's literally paradise. You have a bathing place and then you have the proper like beach that you can swim on the waves. And you can tell we're here, the only tourists is just the locals, you know. They have their ball playing and their song going on. One thing that you should know though, they don't have restaurants in here, neither snorkeling gear. So if you are planning to eat or dive into search for fishes, you need to bring your own.
Vaal Beach stretches right along the coast, so you can walk all the way up and down and get incredible views along the way. There are lots of whāleis for you to put your stuff or bring a picnic as well. But don't worry, you don't need to pay an extra fee for these as it's included in your 5 tala per person. There's also no food or drink stalls located at the beach, so be sure to bring your own snacks and drinks. This was by far our favourite beach in Samoa. Fia nights. Samoa is famous for its Fia evenings, which include traditional dances, music, food, and the famous fire dance. The Fia nights are performed all over Samoa, at local venues, hotels, and resorts. Be sure to check with your accommodation to see the closest Fia show to you. It is recommended to book early though, as it does sell out fast. Fia nights can cost anywhere from 70 to 130 tala per person. This is a great evening to book in Samoa as it gives you a chance to connect with the local culture. I think this is a must-do when in Samoa. Next up, one of my favourites, Sopoaga Ocean Trench. Sopoaga Ocean Trench is a 30-metre deep swimming hole filled with crystal clear salt water. It's surrounded by lush jungle and greenery that hangs down around the edges of the trench. Sopoaga is one of the most unique places to swim on the planet, and going here is an absolute must-do if you're visiting Samoa. Sopoaga translates to literally giant swimming hole. This water hole was formed by an ancient lava tube system that connects to the ocean. After thousands of years of erosion, it has been made into this beautiful swimming hole today. There is a steep step ladder that leads you down to the trench, so be sure to take your time, as it can be slippery. Once you jump into the crystal clear waters, you will feel like you are in a movie of natural, pure beauty. Inside the trench, the currents can be quite strong, so there are ropes that you can hold on, which I highly recommend using. So we've just come in here, and we've come into this little cave. Now, this cave feels so awesome. It feels like it's raining, and it's so deep below me here. And one thing is, like, the current is so strong. So they have these ropes that you can hold on to because it keeps pulling you back and forwards. Oh, this just feels like I'm in a dream right now. Te Sua Ocean Trench is located on the southeast coast of Polo, about 20-minute drive from Lalomanu Beach or 1 hour from the capital of Apia. The open hours are Monday to Saturday from 8:30 a.m. until 5 p.m. and on Sundays open from 12:30 p.m. to 5 p.m. The cost to enter is $20 per adult and $10 per child. And just like that, we are all finished here at the Te Sua Ocean Trench. Now this has been absolutely incredible, like going down this really steep ladder and seeing these beautiful colours. Like, it's actually not as cold as I thought it was going to be. It's actually like really mild. It's actually really nice. One thing I have to say though is the current is super strong. Like, if you can't swim, it's not something I would recommend because it basically gets pushed through the ocean and the current pushes you back and forth the whole time. The good thing is though is they do have the ropes that you can hold on to, and you definitely need to hold on to the ropes because it feels like you're in one of those like swimming tanks and you're fighting against the current. I've absolutely loved it here, but for now it's on to the next stop. Next up, the Polo Deep Marine Reserve. Polo Deep is a protected marine reserve just outside of Apia. It's only 5-minute drive or a 10-minute walk from the centre. Once you arrive, you will need to pay an entry fee of 5 tala per person. Don't worry if you don't have snorkel gear, as you can hire some inside. We hired some snorkel gear, but it wasn't the best, so if you do have your own, I would recommend bringing your own equipment. Once you're ready to go, the swim out to the drop-off is about 100 metres from shore, so it's recommended for competent swimmers or to go with a buddy. Once you swim across the shallow reef, the ground drops away to form a natural aquarium. Walls of vibrant coloured coral encase this underwater paradise, providing a home for rich diversity of marine life, including sea turtles, reef sharks, and an abundance of tropical fish. Make sure to plan your visit for high tide, when there's more room to manoeuvre over the reef without damaging it or yourself. This has to be my biggest tip, as it can be really difficult to get out over the corals at low tide. The reserve is open daily from 8 a.m. until 6 p.m. So we've just finished up with the snorkeling, and I have to say it was really beautiful, but a couple of top tips is, like, you have to go when it's high tide. As we were kind of swimming it out, the coral is really close to the surface, so when it's low tide it's really difficult to get out without cutting yourself or, most importantly, damaging the coral, which we don't want to do. But I saw lots of different fish, and what was really nice is when I went out there, the fish there are like really tame. They don't like swim away. Some of them were doing like a little dance for me. One like rainbow fish actually came super close to the lens as well. It was just like such a cool experience, but definitely need to come at high tide to get the best snorkeling. Our next stop, the Apia Markets. The capital of Samoa, Apia, is home to many markets worth exploring. Every day of the week except Sundays, you can visit the fresh produce markets, which offer a huge variety of fresh vegetables and fruits. The main fresh produce market is called Whagalei Fresh Produce Market. Here you can walk around the many stalls enjoying the different fruits and vegetables being sold by local families. This is a great way to try local Samoan foods and a great way to buy cheaper foods while staying in Samoa. So just buying a fresh coconut here, and it's only 1 tala for 1 coconut, and it's really cool because they open it like in front of you, and like 1 tala, I would say that's probably like 50 cents in New Zealand for like a fresh coconut. This fresh produce market is so cool. I love it.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. I give you 3 tala, okay?
Yeah.
3 for you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Have a nice day.
You too. Aww, nothing beats fresh coconut. The market also has lots of little alleyways that you can walk through where you can find colourful sarongs, woodcrafts, necklaces, and lots of souvenirs, all handmade by the locals. This was my favourite market to visit in Apia, and you can spend a good few hours exploring all of the little stalls. Another popular market is the Savaleo local flea market, which is an indoor market perfect for picking up genuine Samoan crafts, from carver bowls and traditional wood carvings to rows of bright sarongs, earrings, necklaces, colourful shirts and fridge magnets. These are all handmade by the locals themselves. Although this flea market is small and offers no food, it's still worth a visit to take home a beautiful Samoan gift with you. Both markets are open daily from Monday to Saturday, 6 a.m. until 6 p.m. Lalomanu Beach. Lalomanu Beach is located on the southeastern tip of Polo, and it's one of Samoa's most famous beaches. This beach has super soft white sand with beautiful blue waters. What's special about Lalomanu Beach is it actually sits alongside a lagoon. This lagoon is a protected marine reserve, so it's great for snorkeling and diving. There are also stunning colourful whāleis that sit right on the water's edge. You can stay in these whāleis overnight for around 120 tala per person and wake up with this stunning view. There are also a few restaurants here, so you can stop for a drink, lunch or dinner. One thing to note is when visiting Lalomanu Beach, it costs 50 tala to park your car and to use the whāleis for a day. This is a beautiful beach, but I would say to get the most out of your money, plan to stay most of the day and bring a snorkel and enjoy the marine reserve. Namoa Island. Namoa Island is located a few hundred metres from Apollo's southeast coast. The island is uninhabited with only a few beachfront whāleis perfect for day trips across to the island. Getting to the island is easy, with only a short 10-minute boat ride across to the island from a local village, Mataele. Here you can purchase a day ticket for 50 tala per person. This ticket includes a return boat ride and your stay on the island. On the boat trip over, be sure to look out for sea turtles as they are easy to spot in the crystal blue waters. This is also a great chance to get your first look at this stunning Namoa island. Once you arrive at the island, you'll be shown to your own private whālei where you can enjoy the peaceful island.
So we just hopped off the boat and then she showed us around the little island, and there's all these little whāleis like right on the beachfront, and oh my god, it's so beautiful. So she just showed us our little home, and you have to duck like really far down because it's so small, the entrance, and then this is our little whālei for the day. It is so cool. Showers, toilets, snorkeling, it's just beautiful. The water coming over was like crystal clear, and we even saw some turtles, but it was hard to get it on camera.
The island offers stunning swimming and snorkeling and views for days. Be sure to bring snacks and drinks with you as there is nothing to purchase on the island. There is also no snorkel hire as well, so be sure to bring your own. This was such a cool day trip, and I highly recommend taking a day trip to this beautiful island. Next, Sopoaga Falls. There are a few different waterfalls on Polo, but the one I recommend to visit is Sopoaga Falls. The falls are easily located on the side of the road with signposts along the way, so you can't miss it. As you enter, it's about a 100-metre flat walk to the viewpoint. It also has a lush green garden surrounding the falls and a big viewing platform at the end.
Welcome to Sopoaga Falls. This is just a quick stop on a viewpoint to this amazing waterfall. It's beautiful. You get to pay 10 talas to get into here. They have a nice wee garden and this point of view with a little seat that you can just enjoy the view.
Sopoaga Falls are 54 metres high and crash down into a big gorge below. This is a relatively quick stop, taking around 15 minutes, unless you want to bring a picnic and enjoy the beautiful gardens around. Next up, the Immaculate Conception Cathedral, also known as the Cathedral of Apia. This is one of the most photographed churches in Samoa, and you certainly won't miss it as the cathedral sits right over the Apia harbour. The original church was constructed in 1884, with the most recent reconstruction estimated at 13 million tala, after suffering damage in the 2009 earthquake.
So we are just here on Cathedral of the Immaculate Conception. That's the biggest church in Samoa. It's the cathedral of the country. The lady was just explaining to us they just had a funeral, so they're cleaning up for service tomorrow. Not sure if you all know, but Samoa is a religious place, so on Sundays you might expect everything to be closed because people are in service in church. We may be coming, we're not sure yet, but it's beautiful. Inside the cathedral, everything is definitely pristine, you know. The images on the side is just, I'm amazed about it.
The inside of the Immaculate Conception has stunning timber ceilings and the vibrant stained glass windows throughout. Everywhere you look, the level of detail is incredible. It's free to go inside and open every day from 5 a.m. until 6 p.m. You can even join in with the Sunday church service from 9:30 a.m. And just like that, that's the end of my top 10 things to do in Samoa. I hope you enjoyed this video, and as always guys, don't forget to comment, like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!